Hello, Eurovision friends. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, Eurovision Histories. For this, an update of my top of Eurovision 2025. Now it's a top 32 because we already have 32 entries. I kind of thought about waiting till we have all 37 entries and then have a full top 37. But that's over a week away, and I won't have all that much time in the next couple of weeks. So I thought, why not do it now? And then in my top 37 video coming out at some point, you can also see the changes from this one, so I hope you like it. I'm looking very much forward to the songs that are still to be revealed, especially France and Switzerland. I think will be right up my alley and could change this top quite a bit. But this is how it is until today, my top 37. Now, this is my personal subjective opinion, as always. I'm going to be as honest as I possibly can, because otherwise you will notice that I'm just talking up every single entry and then it's not interesting. But still, just my personal subjective opinion. If you have a different opinion, do let me know in the comments why you love a particular entry, and then we can discuss it. Now, this is my top 37. My 32nd place and last place is still Tommy Cash with Espresso Macchiato for Estonia. He has gone down 11 places, which is because there are 11 new songs in this top. Still not a big fan of the message, even though I don't really know what the message is, and that's my main problem. Why do you make fun of a whole country and list a lot of stereotypes if there's not really that much to say? I've seen some interpretations, but I don't really see that any of them are the message of this song. It is very catchy. It is a fun performance. This will do quite well. It is just not my cup of tea. And I also feel like he is making fun of Eurovision, not in a tongue-in-cheek way, but in a very, yeah, direct way. And that's why I don't really like it, because I love this contest. My 31st position is Emmy with Like a Party, also going down 11 places. I am just not a fan of this genre of music. If you want to get rid of me at a party, just put on this type of song and I will be out the door as quickly as possible. Also, don't love her vocal tone, but that's very personal to me. And the whole lyric idea that you sing about a dog that died probably horrifically in space, I'm still not with, even though, of course, they sing about they hope that she didn't die and that she's having a party in the sky. But it feels a bit too junior Eurovision, and it's just not my type of song. In 30th position, I have Mariana Conte with that song from Malta that she cannot name like that anymore. And this whole controversy about the title and the pun of this song just put the focus on the fact, for me personally, that this is not a very good song. And the only thing that makes it interesting is that pun, at least to me. And so that's why it went down a bit more than the others, 12 places. She's apparently now going to sing Serving Conte, which is not as fun, and I don't know. She is a good performer, she sings this well, but it's just not my kind of thing. Same thing here. Is this a very charismatic performer? Yes. Is this a catchy, well-produced pop song? Yes. Do I like it? Not really. Why? Because the lyrics are just not my cup of tea. They're not my milkshake either. And I also don't love the spoken word part at all. And it just feels quite cringe to me and like they are trying to do something to make me laugh, but it's just not happening. And that's why it's in 29th place, unfortunately. In 28th place, this is different. This entertains me. I think it's fun. I think it's kind of catchy, but it's not the type of song that I would ever add to my playlist. It feels a bit junior Eurovision to me as well. And that's why it's my number 8, though they are very fun to watch and they have a pretty good stage show. I hope they change the outfits. It's too silver for me. In 27th place, we have our first new entry, and it is Denmark Sissel with Hallucination. I should like this, like it's a well-produced pop song, but I don't really find a melody or a hook or anything that is memorable in this song, unfortunately. She performs this very well, she sings it very well. I think the outfit should be thought about. I think the staging is too Yeah, monotonous. It's not very memorable. I don't understand why she kneels on the floor at some point. And yeah, I understand why a lot of people like this. And I think this might do relatively well because it's one of the few pop songs that we have like 100% generic, normal pop song. And a lot of people like that. But it's just not my thing. In 26th position, I have Melody with Esa Diva for España, going down 10 positions. However, they have announced that there will be a complete revamp of both the song and the performance. So maybe this will grow on me after I hear the revamp. But until now, I've said it a few times. The stage performance, the staging is just a bit too messy for me. And the song itself, yeah, if they revamp it and add a few more modern elements, I might actually like it quite a bit because she sings this really well, and there are lots of things I should like about the song, so maybe it will grow on me. Subscribe for the top 37 video if you want to see whether it does grow on me. Then in 25th position, I have Park with Survivor for Armenia. This is a bit similar to Melody in that I think the stage performance has a lot to entertain you, but it is just a bit too much, too messy. It feels a bit shouty the way he sings this. And yeah, it's not the kind of song I really would add to my playlist. This also will get a revamp, so who knows, maybe it will grow on me as well. In 24th position, I have one of my pet countries, usually Croatia, Marko Bošnjak. Thank you for correcting me on that, with the song Poison Cake. Don't love these very dark lyrics. I think that there's lots of room for improvement with the staging here. It is kind of a catchy song, but not the kind of catchy that I like to have in my ear, up until now at least. I think he's very sweet. He's living his Eurovision dream. That's great, but just not my type of song. And this feels a bit similar in a way, even though it is not at all. Justina with Gaia also living her Eurovision dream. I have said that I don't understand why the staging is so leather and modern while she sings about Gaia. Some people have commented on my last top video that she is telling the story of Gaia because Gaia was born out of chaos and the stage show is kind of chaotic. That is not wrong. However, I still think that they could find a better way to stage this. The song is a bit messy for me as well, a bit too disjointed, all of these different parts. And I've said a few times that I don't like these higher, very long sustained notes with no matter who sings it, and she does that in this song, and that's why it's my number 23. Again, personal subjective opinion. In 22nd place, I have Laura Thorne with La Pupée monte le sang. I love the throwback at France Gall, the second winner for Luxembourg, singing about being a poupée, a puppet. And now she says that she takes the strings into her own hands, so to speak, and is the puppet that turns up the volume. So she takes control of her own life. I like that message. However, the stage performance doesn't quite tell that story yet. They have said that they will revamp it. It's also a bit too pink for me, a bit too saccharine, the way it is performed. Yeah, so that's why it's my number 22. In 21st position, I think, before I tell you how I feel about the song, Kyle Alessandro with Lighter, I think this might do really well, actually, because we don't have a lot of these, like Denmark, actually, we don't have a lot of these generic pop songs that kind of follow a normal structure and people know what they are getting into. So I think this will do well. For me personally, it is too generic. I don't love the lyrics, as I've said a few times. I'm gonna be my own lighter. Doesn't make enough sense to me to actually like it. They are gonna change the stage performance because it's too similar to Armenia's, which is smart. And then Armenia said they would also change it. So let's see whether they change it to the same thing again. We shall see. I don't think so, but good song. Relatively, I can objectively say that this is a well produced, well composed pop song. It's just not my cup of tea. In 20th place, I have Portugal, which was my top five, top three for the last two Eurovisions. Not this year, unfortunately, though I had high hopes that it would be. However, Portugal chose Napa with Deslocado. The best thing about this are the lyrics about returning back to their home, Madeira, in the Atlantic Ocean after not making it in the city. Love that. I love the relaxed vibe of this, and we need songs like these in Eurovision. I'm just not sure that the stage performance, the staging, and their whole performance is enough to get a lot of people interested. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get me all that interested in the song. Most of the other songs in the Portuguese national final I preferred to this one, and that's why it's only my number 20. Might be a grower though, if I listen to this a few more times, because usually I'm a big fan of Portuguese music. So who knows, maybe this will grow on me. This one has a bit of a similar feel. It's quite relaxed, subdued, taken back as well. A normal, nice ballad, and it will stand out because of that reason, though it is in the same half of the same semifinal as Portugal, so that might hurt it a little bit. To me, this is sweet. It has beautiful lyrics that have to do with his own personal life. They're very direct, but I do like that. Some things in the stage performance, like when he's upside down, I don't quite get, and I think they take away from the intimacy he could build in this performance. But it is a pretty good song, I have to say. I see this last in a lot of tops of other people. I think they're overlooking this because I think it's better than a lot of the other entries this year. In 18th position, I have one of the favorites to win this year, but this is my personal subjective opinion. And I recognize that this is a very experimental and well composed entry. I do. I think the last 30 seconds when the electronic beat kicks in are very well done. And I've heard it again, and it really struck me as very cool and high quality. But my personal problem, you've heard me say this, are these very high operatic notes. I just don't like that, and that's why I cannot rank this any higher, because I wouldn't listen to this song on my playlist, unfortunately. In 17th place, this feels quite cool. It has a cool vibe. This is also a bit of a normal pop song with some traditional elements, but still the main singer sings this really well, has a lot of charisma as well to sell this. Magama and Run With You from Azerbaijan. It's very catchy. Like when I just read Run With You, I have the hook of the song in my head. And yeah, I like this quite a bit. Then we have Ziffer Blood with Bird of Prey for Ukraine in 16th place, going down only 6 places. So you see a few of the new entries we've already seen. I like the message in this. I like the use of the white noise. I like that it's a bit of a different structure. It's not a generic song. He has a very specific charisma that I also like. He sells this song well. Yeah, there is something missing to make me like this even more, but I think this is a cool experimental entry that we need at Eurovision, and I'm quite glad that Ukraine sent something so different from everything they have sent in the last couple of years as well. The 70s psychedelic rock combined with the Ukrainian singing style and the beautiful message in the song as well. I like all of that quite a bit. In 15th place, going down 6, I still have Erika Wigman with Ich komme. Not the biggest fan of the lyrics, I've said that a few times now, but I still think that the composition and this call and response between her and the choir chanting Ich komme are very well done, very entertaining. I am not a big fan of the staging either. I think they could have, maybe they will come up with something new for this as well, and I will like it even more. But until now, it's my number 15. And then the other song with the German title, I have my own country, Germany. Take it with a pinch of salt because it's my own country. Maybe I'm a bit biased here. I like this song. I think it is incredibly catchy. It sounds very modern, even though someone much younger than me in my family has told me that this sucks and that it's a very bad song. So maybe it is not as modern as I thought, and it's just modern to me. I'm not that young anymore. But anyway, the stage performance needs a lot of work. The vocal performance needs even more work, but at least we have the basis is there, the great song is there, and we can do something with that. Ba la 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 will never leave my head until the day I die, I don't think. In 13th place, I still have Nina Žižić with Dobro došli. There will be a revamp that will be revealed later tonight. Unfortunately, I couldn't wait for that, but even in the current version, I like it a lot. I like the drama. I like her vocal performance. I like how the national language really adds a lot of drama to this, and the sounds of the Montenegrin language really work well with this song. I love the lyrics about people telling you to stay in an abusive relationship, and then you decide, no, enough is enough. I'm gonna leave now. And yeah, that's a very important message, especially coming from that region of Europe, I do think. So that's why it's still my number 13, going down only 6 places. In 12th place, I still have Latvia, Tautumeitas with Burman Laimi. I don't have this in my playlist because you need to see the performance, the staging, to really get the magic of this whole entry, the performance with the song. The harmonies they create are lovely. There's another song coming up with great harmonies, so you notice that I am a lover of harmonies and harmony also. But yeah, very good entry from Latvia. In 11th place, I have Adonis with Kiss Kiss Goodbye. In the acoustic version, this would have been in my top 5 probably, but the dance break kind of breaks the song apart for me, and I cannot quite love it as much as I want to, because his voice is, I think, one of the best of this year. This deep, deep register that I just love, and I think not enough singers sing in that register. The song itself is a good, well-produced pop song. I like the epicness and the cinematic feel you have. Don't love the Kiss Kiss Goodbye chorus and all that, and I really don't like the dance break, but otherwise a very good, competent entry, which is why it is almost in my top 10, which we are entering now. In 10th position, I have Belgium going down 5 with Strobe Lights by Red Sebastian. I still love the oomph of this. I do recognize that it's probably not the best song in this genre of songs, but I just like it. And I shouldn't like this because I don't like these higher voices. But here it doesn't bother me as much as with the Austrian entry, for example. So yeah, well done, Belgium. And this is a great song for a workout. If you're not all that motivated, put this on and everything will be fine. Don't hate me for this. This is my 9th place, Prince with Mila for Serbia. Because in this ranking, I take a bit more into consideration the song and not as much the staging. And the song I just love. I love a good Balkan ballad, and this has an interesting structure, lots of different instruments that all get their moment to shine. The lyrics are all right. The staging is just way overdone and way too kitsch and romantic and all that, and the outfit as well. So that's not why it's my number 9. It's mostly the song, which I just love to listen to because it feels very cozy as well to listen to this song. In very different from this, in 8th place, going down 5 as well, I have Catharsis with Tavo Akis. I have to be honest, every time, or not every time, but a lot of times when this comes up on my playlist, because it is on my playlist, I skip it. Why? Because I don't want to feel this way all the time. It makes me feel like the world is not going right, and that is a feeling that is very much in the zeitgeist, I think. And I love how they create this feeling, but I don't want to feel that way all the time. And so I don't really listen to the song all that much. But still, I appreciate very much how they create this vibe, this feeling, both with the song and the instrumentation and the lyrics, but also with this great staging that reminded me of a Robert Eggers film. So well done, Lithuania. And I hope we can all feel better at some point and then go back to listen to the song to remember the times we are going through at the moment. In seventh place, going down only three, so you notice some of these songs are holding on quite well. I have Clavdia with Asteromata, great vocal performance, great lyrics as well, meaningful. The soaring nature of the song, I just love. I love the Greek language as well. And her Nana Mouskouri glasses are really cool as well. They need to change the staging, obviously, but I think they're working on that already. So well done, Greece. Very, rooted in your traditions kind of entry, and I really like that. That's why it's my number 7. Then in sixth place, I have Lucio Corsi with Volevo essere un duro. This has gone down 4. I still think this has the best lyrics of the year. And he is a great person, this persona that shines through on stage. I think he just is that person, and I really like that. But the song is very nice as well, but there are just a few of the newly released songs I just have gotten into a bit more than this one. And so it has gone down a teeny tiny bit, but still a very good entry from Italy. My fifth place, and I know a lot of the Lucio Corsi fans won't like this one, but I love Tutta l'Italia. I listen to this all the time. It's this tarantella style at the beginning, the traditional instruments, the cool lyrics as well that talk about the contradictions a bit in Italian society. I just love that. The chorus is modern and cool and catchy. And I also love the interjections, the hey interjections throughout the song. And this will light the arena in Basel on fire. And yeah, it just makes me feel good to listen to the song. It sounds like summer, it's like a summer hit. And well done, San Marino. I don't think San Marino has ever been this high on my list. In fourth place, another song that makes me very happy is Bada Bada Bastu. Kind of a tongue twister by Kai. They won Melody Festival and yesterday. It's just the kind of fun entry. You've seen a lot of the fun entries in my bottom 6, but this is the kind of fun entry that really works for me. Great composition, very catchy song, traditional instruments as well, with a very good staging and just a tongue-in-cheek and very well acted performance as well by these three guys. I noticed now that they are the same age. I thought 2 of them were older and 1 was younger, but then you told me that they were all born in 1993, so they are all younger than me, actually. Sorry about that. But it still feels like 2 of them are way older than the younger one. I'm going to call him the younger one because he seems younger to me. So well done, Sweden, for sending a song in Swedish about sauna culture, tongue-in-cheek, makes me happy every time I see it and smile every time I see it. And what else can we wish for in a Eurovision entry? And it's also very catchy, as I said. Now, my number 3 used to be my number 1 in my previous 2 videos, but I still love this to bits. Germ by Contra Electronica representing Albania. What a lovely melody. It's so beautiful, melodious. I just love listening to it, and every time I listen to it, I vibe with it. I love how she sells this. I love that it's an Albanian, very traditional, but I love the clapping as well. So lots of things to really get excited about with this one. And I think this will do really, really well and might be one of the best results for Albania we have ever seen. In second place, I have the United Kingdom with Remember Monday. What the hell just happened? This is a bit of a guilty pleasure, and I think a lot of people will be surprised that this is my number 2. But I just love these 3 ladies. They also just did a video kind of singing mean tweets they received from some of the Eurovision fans who didn't like their entry and said that this will come last or bottom 5 or whatever. So I really love their attitude. I love them. I love the attitude in the music video. And the harmonies when they sing What the Hell Just Happened just really, really work for me and stay in my head. And I'm really addicted to listen to this song. I know it feels a bit messy. I understand that some people might think it's a bit disjointed, but I just love this to bits. And this is my favorite British entry in a very long time. Now, my number one are the Netherlands with C'est la vie by Claude. I love the mix of French and English in this one. I love the personal touch in the lyrics. And this just feels like such a cozy, well composed, well done pop song. It's very catchy to me as well. And it just has the kind of composition that I can really go with. It feels like a song that could be a hit. Feels a bit Stromae, yes, but I love Stromae, so why not? And he has a great voice as well. And this is not just because he commented on my video rating his entry. It is really one of the best this year. It has gone up in the odds, so people seem to recognize that as well. Love the video as well, very high production value. Love the handography with little Claude in the video as well. And that's why it's my number one, even though I think that once France and Switzerland release their entries, that might change. So there you have it. This is my top 32 of Eurovision 2025. Thank you for watching. Do let me know your top 32, your current top 32, and then we can discuss it in the comments. Do subscribe to this video if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, and then I'll see you in my next one. See you then, and bye-bye.